There comes a sacred moment when life whispers you can stop trying so hard. You realize that what you've been asking for isn't somewhere far away. It's already woven into the fabric of your existence, waiting for you to relax into alignment. The universe isn't testing you or making you wait to punish you. It's teaching you to trust, to let go, and to understand that creation doesn't happen through force. It happens through faith. So today, take a deep breath, soften your heart, and remember, everything you've imagined is already yours. When you begin to understand that the universe responds not to your words, but to your vibration, everything changes. Life stops feeling like a battle you must win and starts feeling like a song you simply have to harmonize with. Every thought, every feeling, every breath you take sends out a signal to the universe, and that signal attracts its match. The truth is, when you are anxious, doubtful, or afraid, your energy becomes scattered. You might still say all the right affirmations, visualize your goals, and work hard. But if underneath all that effort is tension and worry, the energy of resistance forms a barrier around your desires. You cannot attract peace from a place of chaos. You cannot receive abundance from a place of fear. The universe is always listening, and what it hears most clearly is the frequency of your emotional state. Calm energy is magnetic. It says, I trust. I know everything is working out. I know my desires are already on their way. This kind of energy doesn't chase or grasp. It simply allows, it welcomes blessings because it knows they belong to it. When you embody calmness, you step into the flow of divine timing, and life begins to unfold with grace. You may notice that people respond to you differently, opportunities arise effortlessly, and the very things you used to struggle for begin to come naturally. This isn't luck, this is alignment. The universe is an intelligent force of balance and harmony. It doesn't react to panic or urgency, it mirrors it. If you send out energy that says, I need this right now or I'll never be happy, then the vibration you're offering is lack and desperation. The universe, in its perfect neutrality, will simply return more situations that mirror that same energy. But when you send out calm assurance, when your energy quietly whispers, I'm already complete, I'm already blessed, and I trust the timing of my life, then the universe echoes that peace back to you in the form of people, opportunities, and experiences that match your serenity. You can feel this difference in your body. When you are tense, your breath is shallow, your muscles are tight, and your thoughts race. That's the body's way of saying you're out of alignment. But when you slow down and breathe deeply, you shift your nervous system from survival to creation. Your heart rate slows, your mind clears, and your intuition strengthens. Suddenly, you can hear the quiet guidance that was always there, waiting beneath the noise. Calmness is not passive. It is the most powerful creative state you can embody. From this space, you don't react, you respond, you don't force, you allow. Imagine standing by a still lake. When the water is calm, it reflects the sky perfectly. But when the water is disturbed, the reflection becomes distorted. The same is true for your mind and energy. When your inner world is calm, the universe can reflect your desires with perfect clarity. But when your inner world is restless, the reflection becomes unclear and manifestation feels delayed. Your calmness is what allows the vision to come through clearly. The greatest masters of manifestation understand this truth. Calmness is confidence in action. It is knowing that what is yours cannot be taken from you. It is understanding that divine timing is always perfect. You don't have to be loud or forceful to create change. You just need to stay consistent in peace. Every time you choose calm over chaos, faith over fear, you are signaling to the universe, I'm ready, I'm aligned, I'm available for miracles. When you trust life, life trusts you back. The universe will never withhold what belongs to you. It simply waits for you to become an energetic match for it. That's why moments of stillness are not wasted. They are sacred. They are the spaces where alignment is restored, where clarity is born, and where your vibration naturally rises to meet your desires. So when you find yourself worrying, pause. When your thoughts spiral into doubt, breathe. When impatience creeps in, remind yourself that your calmness is not in vain. It's the signal that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Each time you choose to stay peaceful, you build spiritual momentum. You become a magnet for the life you've envisioned, not because you demanded it, but because you trusted it. In your calmness, you speak the language of the universe. It understands peace. It understands gratitude. It understands love. Those are the vibrations that create worlds. So relax your shoulders, release your fears, and remind yourself that calm energy is not a weakness. It's your greatest strength. When you embody peace, you become unstoppable. Everything you've imagined begins to flow toward you gently and naturally because now the universe can finally hear you clearly. Imagination is not just a random play of the mind. It is a sacred preview of what's already waiting for you in another dimension. Every image, every vision, every dream that comes alive within you is the universe whispering, this is possible. This already exists. Now align with it. When you understand this, you stop dismissing your imagination as fantasy and start honoring it as divine communication. Your imagination is the doorway between the unseen and the seen. It's the creative bridge that turns thoughts into matter, energy into experience, and desire into manifestation. When you imagine something vividly, with emotion and belief, you are not daydreaming, you are creating, you are sending a vibrational blueprint to the universe, declaring what you wish to experience. The more you return to that image, the more energy you give it, and the faster it begins to take form in your physical reality. The mind cannot distinguish between something vividly imagined and something physically experienced. Both send the same energetic signal. That's why imagination is so powerful. It begins creation before your eyes ever see it. Think of imagination as your soul remembering the future. Every dream you have is not something you made up. It's something your spirit has already seen. The reason it feels so beautiful, so magnetic, is because deep within, a part of you knows it's meant for you. That spark of excitement, that sense of joy that comes when you imagine your ideal life, is the universe confirming, yes, this is real, yes, this is yours. The mistake most people make is imagining their desires once, then allowing doubt and fear to erase the image. They start to question the timing, the process, or their worthiness. But imagination works best when it's consistent and confident. Every time you revisit your vision, you water the seed. Every time you add emotion and gratitude to it, you accelerate its growth. The key is not to imagine from lack, hoping that something might happen, but to imagine from wholeness, knowing that it already exists and is on its way to you. Your imagination shapes your vibration, and your vibration shapes your life. When you consistently picture abundance, love, peace, and success, you begin to radiate the energy of those experiences. People feel it around you. Situations rearrange to meet you at that frequency. The universe doesn't respond to your words. It responds to the emotion behind them. When your imagination is fueled by joy and belief, you send out a signal that cannot be ignored. Every great achievement in history began as an image in someone's mind. The car, the airplane, the light bulb, every invention existed first as imagination. Someone believed in the unseen long enough for it to take physical form. That same creative power lives in you. You are not separate from the universal intelligence that creates worlds. You are an extension of it. And imagination is how you communicate with it. So when you close your eyes and see yourself living the life of your dreams, don't dismiss it as wishful thinking. Feel it, embody it. Let your body and emotions respond as if it's already happening. That energy sets the law of attraction in motion. The more real it feels inside, the faster it becomes real outside. You are not pretending, you are practicing reality before it arrives. Sometimes your imagination will show you visions that feel far beyond your current situation. Don't be intimidated by them. The size of your vision is a reflection of your potential, not your limitations. The universe never gives you a dream you cannot manifest. It only gives you what you are capable of becoming. So instead of asking, how will this happen? Say, thank you for showing me what's already mine. That shift in mindset turns imagination into faith, and faith is the energy that calls the unseen into form. When you live with an awakened imagination, you become a conscious creator. You stop waiting for proof and start being the proof. You no longer ask, when will my dreams come true? Because you already feel them coming alive in your energy. The physical world is always the last to catch up. It's the echo of your inner vision. So trust your imagination more than your circumstances. What you see in your mind is far more powerful than what you see in your reality. Each time you imagine with love, gratitude, and certainty, you align with the version of you who already has it. That version exists now in the infinite field of possibility, and through imagination you are merging with it. This is not fantasy, it's divine creation in action. You are sculpting your destiny with every thought you hold and every image you nurture. So give yourself permission to dream boldly. Picture yourself healed, abundant, loved, fulfilled, and thriving. Feel it so deeply that it becomes your truth. The universe will always meet you at the level of your imagination, never below it. The life you see in your mind is not somewhere far away. It's right here, waiting for your belief to bring it into form. What you can imagine, you can create, and what you consistently imagine with love, you will surely live. There comes a moment when you realize that all the running, chasing, and striving was never necessary. The universe was never asking you to chase anything. It was asking you to become a match for what you desire. Everything you want already exists in the energetic realm. It's waiting, ready, and complete. The only thing between you and your manifestation is your alignment. Chasing comes from fear, but alignment comes from faith. When you chase, you are saying, it's not here yet. When you align, you are saying, it's already mine. That simple energetic difference is what separates struggle from flow. When you chase something, a person, a dream, a goal, you often do it from the belief that you don't already have it. That belief creates resistance. It keeps your desire just out of reach because the energy behind chasing is rooted in lack. The more you run after something, the more you tell the universe, I am separate from what I want. But the truth is, you are never separate. You are one with the infinite field of creation, and everything that belongs to you vibrationally is already connected to you. Alignment is about remembering that truth and letting it work through you. You align not by forcing outcomes, but by becoming the person who naturally attracts what you want. You align by raising your vibration to match the energy of your desire. If you want love, you align with love by becoming more loving. If you want abundance, you align with abundance by feeling abundant now. If you want peace, you align with peace by choosing calmness in your daily life. You can't attract something you vibrationally contradict. The universe responds not to your words or wishes, but to your state of being. Alignment feels light, peaceful, and freeing. It doesn't demand or control. It allows. When you're aligned, you move with grace. You stop worrying about timing because you trust divine order. You don't cling to outcomes because you know what's meant for you cannot miss you. In that surrender, miracles unfold naturally. The right people appear, opportunities open, and doors you once struggled to unlock swing wide with ease. You realize that the universe never ignored you. It was simply waiting for your energy to match the frequency of your desires. When you chase, you send out the energy of doubt and fear. You may be saying the right affirmations, but your vibration tells another story. You are saying, I don't have it yet. I'm afraid I never will. The universe takes your vibration as truth and mirrors it back to you through your experiences. That's why, no matter how much effort you put in, things still feel blocked when your energy isn't aligned. But when you shift your focus inward and align your emotions with the reality you wish to experience, everything begins to move. Life rearranges itself to reflect your new vibration. You don't have to push or beg. The flow carries you. Alignment asks for stillness. It asks you to be present. It asks you to tune into the frequency of joy, gratitude, and trust. Those emotions are powerful magnets because they are the natural language of creation. When you feel joy, you are already resonating with abundance. When you feel gratitude, You are affirming that you are already blessed. When you feel trust, you release the need to control, and that's when everything starts to flow toward you. The calm, open heart always receives faster than the desperate, restless one. Think of the universe as a mirror. Whatever energy you project, it reflects. If you radiate peace, love, and confidence, those experiences will return to you multiplied. If you project fear, impatience, or lack, that is what you'll continue to see. Alignment is simply adjusting your inner world until the outer world has no choice but to reflect it. You don't need to fight for what's yours. You only need to become it in energy first. The beauty of alignment is that it feels good right now. You don't have to wait for something external to change before you feel peace. You can choose peace in this very moment. You can choose to believe that your dreams are unfolding perfectly. You can choose to rest in the knowing that you are guided, supported, and loved beyond measure. When you live in that frequency, the universe has no choice but to respond. So stop chasing love, be love. Stop chasing success, embody success. Stop chasing happiness, radiate happiness. When you do this, you stop living in resistance and start living in flow. Everything that used to feel so far away begins to move toward you with ease because you have finally aligned your energy with your desire. This is the secret to manifestation. It was never about chasing. It was always about becoming. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. And when you become the energy of what you seek, the universe rearranges itself to deliver it into your life with perfect precision and divine timing. One of the greatest lessons in manifesting your desires is learning to release control over how and when they will unfold. The human mind craves certainty. It wants to plan, to predict, to understand every detail. But the universe doesn't operate according to human logic. It moves according to divine intelligence. When you try to figure everything out, you step into resistance. You send a signal of mistrust, a vibration that says, I don't believe it's working unless I can see the proof. Yet the most powerful energy of creation is not control. It's surrender. When you let go of the how and when, you make room for miracles. You give the universe the freedom to bring your desires in the most effortless and unexpected ways. The path that's being prepared for you is always greater than the one you could plan on your own. Sometimes your manifestation is not delayed, it's being perfected. Every waiting period, every detour, every redirection is part of divine timing. The universe is never late, it's precise. And when you align with trust instead of fear, you begin to feel that precision working on your behalf. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the tension that blocks your flow. It means saying, I trust that what's mine will come when it's meant to. The moment you surrender control, you open the door for infinite possibilities. You stop limiting your blessings to the narrow ways you think they must appear. The universe may deliver your dream through a person, an opportunity, or a series of events that you could never have imagined. When you cling too tightly to one outcome, you blind yourself to the countless other ways your desire could manifest. Think about how nature works. The seed doesn't worry about when it will grow or how the rain will come. It simply rests in the soil, trusting that everything it needs will arrive in perfect time. The seasons shift, the sun rises, and life unfolds with divine rhythm. The seed doesn't rush, and yet it becomes a tree. The same truth applies to you. When you learn to rest in faith, your growth happens naturally. You don't have to force it. You only need to align with the flow of life. The how and when belong to the universe. Your part is to stay aligned with belief, gratitude, and readiness. When you focus on the end result with love, not desperation, you become a magnet for your desire. But when you constantly question how it will happen, you send mixed signals. You block the energy of creation. The universe doesn't respond to confusion. It responds to clarity. So be clear about what you want, but let go of the path and the timing. When impatience shows up, it's a reminder that your mind has taken the lead again. Gently bring yourself back to trust. Tell yourself, I may not know how it's coming, but I know it's coming. I may not know when, but I know divine timing is perfect. That kind of faith changes your vibration instantly. It replaces worry with peace and control with surrender. And in that peace, you become open to guidance. You start noticing signs, synchronicities, and intuitive nudges that show you the next step. Sometimes letting go feels uncomfortable because it challenges the ego. The ego wants evidence. It wants to be in charge. But your soul already knows that what's meant for you cannot pass you by. You are not missing your blessings. You are being prepared to receive them. Every delay is not denial. It's alignment. The universe may be moving people, opportunities, and circumstances into place behind the scenes. Trust that all those invisible details are unfolding perfectly, even when you can't see them yet. You'll know you've truly let go when you can think about your desire and feel peace instead of pressure. When you can say it's on its way and genuinely believe it. That's when the manifestation begins to move faster. The more relaxed you are, the more receptive you become. The universe speaks to calm energy. It doesn't need to shout through worry or force. So release the need to control the story. Let life surprise you. Let the universe show you that it can do far more than your human mind could ever plan. You are not meant to carry the weight of how or when. Your only task is to hold the vision, nurture the faith, and walk in gratitude. Everything else is being orchestrated for you with divine perfection. In the end, you'll see that what came to you did so not because you fought for it, but because you trusted it. You'll look back and realize that every moment of waiting was sacred preparation. Every unanswered question was an invitation to surrender. When you let go of the how and when, you step into the magic of now, and it's from this place of peace that everything you desire finally finds its way to you. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It turns ordinary moments into miracles and transforms lack into abundance. When you live in gratitude, you send out a vibration that tells the universe, I already have everything I need. And the universe, in response, gives you more to be grateful for. Gratitude is the language of abundance. It opens the flow of blessings, opportunities, love, and peace into your life. So many people spend their days focusing on what's missing. They wake up and think about what they don't have, what hasn't worked out, or what's still wrong. Without realizing it, they are affirming scarcity, and that energy blocks the natural flow of good that wants to come their way. The universe mirrors our inner state. When you focus on what you lack, you attract more of it. But when you choose to focus on what's already working, even in small ways, you shift your energy instantly. Gratitude doesn't just change what you have, it changes how you receive. Gratitude is not just a thought, it's a feeling. It's a deep, peaceful knowing that life is supporting you in ways you can't always see. When you wake up in the morning and feel grateful for your breath, your body, your home, your opportunities, you are acknowledging the abundance that already exists around you. That acknowledgement becomes an open door. You are saying to the universe, thank you for all of this, and I am ready for more. Gratitude keeps your heart open. It invites miracles because it tells life that you are aware of its goodness. The beauty of gratitude is that it doesn't depend on everything being perfect. You can be grateful even while waiting for something to change. You can be grateful while healing, while growing, while learning. Gratitude in the midst of uncertainty is a declaration of faith. It says, I trust that everything is working out for me, even if I can't see it yet. That kind of gratitude has the power to shift timelines. It speeds up manifestations because it aligns you with the energy of not needing. When you give thanks for something before it arrives, you claim it energetically. You are acting as though it's already done. This is one of the greatest secrets of manifestation. To feel grateful before the evidence appears. Gratitude before the manifestation tells the universe that you already believe. And belief is what magnetizes creation. You don't wait to see it to feel grateful. You feel grateful to see it. That simple reversal changes everything. Gratitude also heals. It softens the heart and releases resistance. It transforms pain into wisdom and disappointment into acceptance. When you look back at your life through the lens of gratitude, even the hardest moments start to make sense. You begin to see how every challenge shaped you, strengthened you, and brought you closer to who you are meant to be. Gratitude turns wounds into wisdom because it teaches you that every experience, good or bad, has served your growth. In relationships, gratitude deepens love. When you appreciate the people around you instead of focusing on their flaws, you nurture connection and harmony. The same applies to yourself. When you practice gratitude for who you are, your body, your journey, your progress, you stop criticizing and start nurturing your growth. You create an inner environment of love. And from that place, healing happens naturally. Gratitude also brings presence. It anchors you in the now. You stop chasing happiness somewhere in the future and realize it's already here. The present moment is full of things to be thankful for if you choose to see them. The more you practice noticing the little blessings, a smile, a sunset, a kind word, the more joy begins to bloom effortlessly in your life. Start small. Each day, find 3 things to be grateful for. Speak them out loud. Feel the warmth in your heart as you acknowledge them. The more you practice this, the more it becomes your natural state. And when gratitude becomes your way of life, abundance becomes your reality. You'll notice synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, and people showing up at the right time. That's the universe responding to your vibration of appreciation. Gratitude unlocks the flow because it aligns you with the energy of receiving. You cannot be in a state of gratitude and lack at the same time. When you feel thankful, your heart opens and the universe pours blessings into it. Life begins to feel lighter, softer, more harmonious. You stop fighting against what is and start flowing with what can be. So choose gratitude not as a reaction, but as a lifestyle. Wake up with it, end your day with it, let it become your constant prayer. No matter where you are or what's happening, there's always something to appreciate. The more you say thank you, the more reasons life will give you to say it again. Gratitude doesn't just change your circumstances, it changes you. It makes you a vessel of light, a magnet for miracles, and a living expression of divine flow. Relaxation is not laziness, it is divine alignment. It is the sacred moment when you stop forcing life to move according to your plan and instead allow it to unfold according to the universe's wisdom. When you are relaxed, your energy is open, receptive, and magnetic. You no longer operate from fear or scarcity. You begin to trust that everything meant for you is on its way, without struggle, without chase, without tension. Manifestation is not about doing more. It's about allowing more. The universe does not respond to your stress, your doubts, or your constant checking to see if things are working. It responds to your calm, your confidence, and your inner knowing that what you desire is already yours. The energy of relaxation tells the universe, I trust you. I know I am supported. I know that everything is always working in my favor. Think about the times when things flowed easily in your life, the opportunities that appeared when you weren't looking, the moments of grace that came when you surrendered. Those were not coincidences. They were reflections of your alignment. The more you relax into trust, the more life mirrors that ease back to you. The mind likes to believe that control brings safety, but the soul knows that surrender brings miracles. When you're tense, you send out resistance. You're saying, I don't believe it will happen unless I force it. But when you relax, you say, I already know it's on the way, and I'm at peace while it arrives. This simple shift in energy changes everything. Manifestation is a dance with the universe, not a battle. It requires rhythm, patience, and grace. And relaxation is the rhythm of faith. Every thought, every word, and every feeling you hold carries a vibration. When you are anxious, your vibration is scattered and unclear. But when you are calm, your energy becomes pure, steady, and focused. This is the frequency that calls your desires to you with ease. You don't need to chase anything. The universe will always match your vibration. Relaxation allows your energy to rise, to become lighter, more open, more magnetic. Imagine sitting by a calm lake. When the water is still, you can see your reflection clearly. But when the water is disturbed, the image becomes distorted. Your mind works the same way. When you are calm, you can see clearly, your intuition speaks louder, your ideas flow, and your next steps appear naturally. But when your mind is restless, everything becomes foggy. That's why relaxation is not only healing, it's essential for creation. If you wish to manifest something, love, success, healing, abundance, stop trying so hard to make it happen. Instead, become the version of yourself who already has it. How does that version of you feel? Peaceful, confident, relaxed? When you embody that energy now, you send a clear signal to the universe that says, this is who I am. This is my natural state. And the universe responds by bringing more experiences that match that energy. Relaxation opens the gateway for miracles because it shows faith. It's saying, I don't need to see the evidence to believe. I believe, and therefore I will see. You don't need to chase timing or control outcomes. The seeds you've planted are growing in the unseen, nourished by your trust and patience. Let them bloom naturally. You cannot rush divine timing. You can only align with it. So today, take a deep breath, loosen your grip on the details, release the pressure you've been putting on yourself and on life. You are not meant to struggle through your desires. You are meant to receive them. Every time you relax, you send a signal of faith. Every moment of peace is a doorway for abundance to flow in. Remember, the universe doesn't deliver from a place of chaos. It delivers through peace, love, and trust. Relaxation is not something you earn. It's your natural state. Return to it, and everything you desire will return to you. Affirm silently, I relax and trust the process of life. Everything I need comes to me with ease. The more I rest in faith, the faster my dreams manifest.